Recording in progress.
Sorry. Okay, it's 7:05. I will call the public meeting of council to order Tuesday, August 9th, 2022. We'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional territories of the Indigenous peoples of the Treaty 7 region and Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. We respect the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada whose presence continues to enrich our community. Okay, item 4. Any changes to the agenda?
I'll make the motion that we add 4.2 to the agenda regarding our discussion, in-camera discussion.
Excellent, thank you. 4.1, August 9th, 2022 special meeting, addition for 4.2, motion on the special meeting or in-camera portion of the meeting. Okay, item 4.2. Can I get a motion from Councilor Lambert? I will say all in favor. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Councilor Lambert, 4.2.
I'll make the motion that in regards to our discussion on a conflict of interest with the counselor, that counselor will apologize to the involved members of staff at our next council meeting.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Good job. All right, item 5.1. Can I get a motion? Councilor Knight on accepting July 19th, 2022 regular council meeting minutes.
I'll make the motion to accept the July 19th, 2022 council meeting minutes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, public hearing. I declare the public hearing open at 7:07. And before we go to that, I'll ask Meryl if she could read the public hearing rules.
Sure. So the first one is you've already done. Mayor Harris will declare the public hearing open. Persons addressing council shall give their name, location of their property, and indication as to whether they are speaking on their behalf or for another person or a group, and address the chair when responding to questions or providing information. Following presentation of the staff report and attachments that have been prepared by staff, council questions will be addressed. The applicant will be given a minimum of 7 minutes to make their presentation to council, followed by questions from council. Following the applicant's presentation and after identifying themselves, any person wishing to speak in favor of the application may address council. If you speak for yourself, you are allowed 5 minutes. Family members are asked to address council together and restrict their comments to 5 minutes. If you speak for a group, you are allowed 10 minutes. Following those that spoke in favor and after identifying themselves, any person wishing to speak in opposition to the application may address council. If you speak for yourself, you are allowed 5 minutes. Family members are asked to address council together and restrict their comments to 5 minutes. If you speak for a group, you are allowed 10 minutes. If your name appears on a petition, you will have been deemed to have been spoken for and you may not speak. If you are happy to have the petition present or speak on your behalf, leave your name on the petition. If you wish to speak for yourself or your family, please remove your name from the petition before it is presented to council and sign the registration sheet indicating that you would like to speak. Please note that you can submit a letter and make a presentation. However, if you submit a letter, please address council on any non-repetitious information not contained in the letter. Note you are considered to be opposed to the application if you are not unequivocally in favor, that is, you express qualified or conditional support. The chair asks if there are any additional letters submitted in favor or if council has any questions for the speaker. If you do not speak in favor or are not recorded as being in favor, you may not rebut information presented by those in opposition. No new information is permitted during the rebuttal. Only the applicant and those that spoke in favor may speak in rebuttal at the hearing. The use of slides, maps, videos, and written submissions are permitted, but they become the property of the town as exhibits to the hearing.
Excellent, thanks, Meryl. I don't think I see anybody on there.
There's nobody here except for Sarah.
All right, Sarah, you're up.
Hello, everybody, and I apologize. Our company across Western Canada is having server issues, so my computer has been shutting down on me, but I'm on my phone, so please bear with me if I have some tiny tech troubles. But thank you, Mayor, through the chair. This is for the land use redesignation application number 2002-76,000 for R/S. It's redesignation from direct control district DC2 to light industrial and commercial district I1. The legal description is lot 14 through lot 20 of block 1, plan 1113727. Lot area total is about 5 hectares or 12.5 acres. And it's located in the town of Crossfield. The applicant is Matthew Tissington of Modern Dimensions Design on behalf of 314 Pure. Dive in. So a little bit of background on the site. The lands were originally in 2018 redesignated to the direct control district to facilitate a cannabis production facility. At the time, cannabis was newly legalized, and the best practices around cannabis were shifting quite a bit at the time. So the town and urban systems, or the town under urban systems recommendation, proceeded with a direct control district because it gave the town more control to amend things as needed going forward, as there were several uncertainties and greater control was needed. It's our understanding now that the owners of the land, 314 Pure, no longer require as much area, and this would have been the same context as a subdivision application that came forward to council on July 20th. So the 2 lots that are the subject of this redesignation application are identified as the town understands it as the surplus lots that the applicant intends to sell. The boundaries of this application, this redesignation application, align with the proposed subdivision, which they were submitted concurrently. Right now, the surrounding area is primarily commercial and industrial, with an approved area structure plan, residential area structure plan to the north. You can see the 2 lots if you follow along in the report on the diagram. The 2 lots, the surplus lots, are outlined in blue. They're on the east and west side of the proposed site. Both sites are currently undeveloped and unused by the applicant, and hence the surplus nature for the current owners. As I mentioned, the area that they're in is primarily industrial and commercial, with that residential piece to the north, and then there is municipal and institutional district to the south, as well as medium industrial. There's also a public service right-of-way district. So there's a large right-of-way for, actually there's several right-of-ways that run through the sites, and the largest being for the Mountain View County Regional Water Commission. In terms of planning policy alignment, the redesignation aligns completely with the direction in the municipal development plan. There is no local plan, there's no area structure plan or area redevelopment in place for this site. So we refer directly to the municipal development plan in this case, which shows the area as light industrial and commercial area as the intended use. We also wanted to note that the municipal development plan contains a clause requiring high quality development for sites like these, because they do interface with residential areas and are considered gateway and important industrial areas for the town. So administration will continue to monitor the development that goes on past this stage. It also aligns with the land use bylaw district. The site areas that are proposed meet the minimum requirements for the light industrial and commercial district, or the I1 district. And we did want to note that wherever possible, it is preferable to have land be in the stock districts, which are the ones that are currently listed in the land use bylaw district. where we like to see it's best planning practice to have most lands within the stock districts and use direct control districts sparingly. And this is just to ensure that development is aligning with the town's objectives, as which the land use bylaw follows the direction of the municipal development plan. The circulation comments and concerns were the exact same as received for the subdivision application. There were no objections. We did want to note for council 3 things: that MPE Engineering provided an advisory comment for us, just saying that service requirements, fire protection, transportation, and stormwater management should be considered at future development stages. So development permit and building permit stages, which will follow. As well, the Mountain View Regional Water Services Commission did provide some conditions which were included in the subdivision conditions and should be followed prior to endorsement or submission of an endorsement application by the applicant. We also had one adjacent landowner contact the town with questions about what uses could be included in the light industrial and commercial district. And that information was provided to that individual who did not respond and was satisfied with that response. With all of that, it is Urban Systems recommendation that after the public hearing, council proceed with 2nd and 3rd reading of the bylaw.
Excellent, thanks. Any questions for Sarah and or Meryl? Councilor Gustafson.
Thanks again, Sarah. My question is, will there be any challenges with any proposed development of those 2 lots being a direct control in the center of those 2 lots?
Yeah, through the chair, great question. That's not expected. The development within the direct control district meets all of the criteria of that district, which was intended to account for an interface with the non-direct control district. So the measures that are in place in that DC2 district make sure that there's sufficient setbacks, that there's screening, that there's all sorts of measures in place, especially regarding that residential interface. And we would count cannabis production facility as a light to medium industrial use, which is an appropriate interface for light industrial and commercial.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions? Getting off easy tonight, Sarah.
I'm not Becky, but
I think that one's coming.
All right. If there are no further questions, I think we can move on to the 2nd reading. And Councilor Gustafson, but sorry.
You need to close the public hearing.
Yes.
Damn it, I'm not doing very well.
Read your agenda, read your agenda.
I'll let you close it off.
Okay. We close the public hearing at 7:18.
Thank you.
All right, now moving on.
Yes, Mayor, if I may, through the chair, I'll make the motion that bylaw 2022-08 being a bylaw to redesignate from direct control to light industrial commercial district of the lands legally described as lot 14 and 20, block 20, plan 1113727B, given 2nd reading.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. All right. Councilor Brennan, how would you like to take the 3rd reading?
I can do that.
Okay.
That bylaw 2022-08 being a bylaw to redesignate from direct control 2 to 1-L-1 light industrial commercial district of lands legally described as block 14 and block 20, plan
Yeah.
1113727 be given a third and final reading.
All in favor?
All right.
Motion carried. All right, and that leaves us to adjournment, and Counselor Knight, can I get you to adjourn?
I motion the council adjourns the meeting at 7:20.
Excellent, thanks, Sarah.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Sarah.
much. Nice to see everybody. Have a great night.
See you soon.
Bye.